Hey, it's Nikolai with Global Seafoods. I'm here with a seafood Cajun boil, Cajun seafood boil. Here we have some shrimp, some crabs we're going to add to that. We have some spicy pork andouille sausages. We have parsley, taters, lemons, onions, garlic, beer, paprika, hot sauce, Old Bay seasoning, Cajun seasoning, butter, okay? We got water boiling. We're going to take you to the first step with the rainier. First step is you gotta boil your pot of water. We're gonna add some beer to it. This is optional, obviously, if you don't want to add beer to it, but it's gonna make it way better. So we chose the Rainier, the finest of beers. Okay, we Seattleites love this stuff, even though it's not made in Seattle anymore. We're gonna pop it open. We have to always make sure that the Rainier is of highest quality. Fantastic, and we're gonna pour that all in there. Get the score going. That way it's going to be a little bit easier to open up when you're done cooking it for eating. So we have broken up pieces of crab. Sometimes it breaks up in the boxes in transportation. We don't pack it broken, but that doesn't make it bad crab. It's just still crab. It's just not going to look big and presentable if you want to make a mountain of crab leg swords. It's still crab. It's still delicious. It's just broken up a little bit. So it's not the biggest thing. Some people prefer the bigger ones that are all together. They're more carefully packaged. We sell those separately. Okay, we also sell the smaller broken up pieces because once again, nothing wrong with it. It's still crab. It's still delicious. It's going to go into your gumbo. It's going to go into your crab boil. It may not be the prettiest, but it's going to be great. All right, so we have our mixture of water and beer, or otherwise known as Bud Light. That's our joke of the day. So we're going to add some paprika. We're going to add some Old Bay seasoning. Okay. Don't worry about being overly generous. Don't be stingy. This Cajun cooking. This one does not want to come out of its bottle. Come on. Gonna give it a tap. Now we're gonna get more. Okay. All right, and then we got hot sauce. The more you add, the spicier it's gonna get. But remember, we're not gonna drink this broth later on. This is just to boil it in. Gonna mix it up. And we're gonna let that sit at a boil. All right, now that our mixture of water, beer, and spices is boiling, we're gonna add our onions. Now we cut these rather large because these are just for seasoning and adding flavor to our stock here. You're not going to eat these. You can actually discard these at the end. So we got our onions, putting those in there. And we're going to put our lemon wedges in there. We cut up some lemon wedges. I'm going to put those right in there. Right in there. Going to give it some zesty flavors. Put it all in there. We're going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes to get all of that flavor in there before we add anything else. All right, so our boil's been boiling for about 15 minutes now, mixing in all the flavors of the spices and the lemon and the onions. Okay, smells spicy and zesty at the same time. It's gonna be great. So now we're gonna take our taters, potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. We've halved them. We're gonna throw them right in there. Once all our potatoes are done, we're going to take these andouille sausages. These are pork andouille sausages. before you ask, how do we make this kosher? Let's not forget, but this is a crab boil. Kind of hard to do so. Someone asked us for one of our previous videos, how do we make something like this vegan? It's called a chelada. Spicy beer. Okay, if you've never tried a chelada, it's delicious. All right, we've had our potatoes and sausages boiling for about 10 minutes. So now we are going to add our crab and our shrimp. Okay, we're going to add it all in there. We're going to let that boil for about another 10. And get it in there, and we're going to mix it all up to make sure it evenly cooks all around. There we go. All right, our next step is going to make the garlic butter sauce. We're going to take 2 sticks of butter. Use unsalted. You can always add more salt. You can't remove salt. They're going to turn that down a little bit. That's 1 stick. And we got 2 stick. Okay, it's going to melt. Okay, let it all melt. Next, we're going to add some minced garlic. Lots of it. It's pretty much an entire clove of garlic. We're going to add lemon juice. Lemon juice. There we go. We're going to add immediately hot sauce. There we go. We're going to add some more of that Old Bay seasoning. Boom. Okay. Then we're going to add some more of the Cajun seasoning. There we go. There we go. Okay, then we're going to add some more paprika. That's smoked paprika, not sweetened. Then we're going to add parsley. Right to that. Boom. Chopped parsley. We're going to let the butter melt. And we're going to mix it for about 7 minutes. So you can do this while you are cooking the crab and shrimps in the boil. All right, now that the boil is done, we're going to take a slotted metal spoon. We're going to start taking everything out of here, putting it into this nice tray. Look at all of that. Here come the potatoes, the sausages. And we want to get rid of as many of the lemons as possible. All right. We have our boiled seafood and taters and sausages. We're going to take our garlic butter sauce here, and we're just going to pour all over. Okay. As much of it on there as possible. Get some of that garlic on there. Boom. And then we're going to try to mix it up and get it evenly covered. I'm going to use this spoon here and get that covered in our sauce. Oh yeah, this is going to be delicious. I know you don't have smell-o-vision over there, but it smells fantastic. All right, we have our Cajun seafood boil. Here it is. It looks delicious, smells great. We have our crab, shrimp, sausages, potatoes. You can add corn on the cob. We couldn't find corn on the cob because it's not exactly in season, so we didn't add any. You can if you want. Some recipes say you can add boiled eggs to this. We didn't add boiled eggs. So this is what we have. Don't add canned corn, by the way. It's not going to be the same. You want corn on the cob if you can add it. So let's give it a try. So first thing we're going to grab is some shrimp. Here it is. Let's peel it. Carefully trying to not burn our fingers on this hot deliciousness. There it is. Oh yeah. So good. Nice and spicy. A lot of flavor there. Have a little bit of andouille sausage. Delicious. These potatoes. Look how they just break apart. You have the spiciness. You have the lemoniness. So good. Let's take one of these crab legs too. Here it is. Okay. This one wasn't very well scored. We're going to try to break it apart. Break into that, get that flavor in there. So good, so delicious. Now, it's not terribly spicy. Okay. So if you're scared of spice, it's not bad. It's there. You can feel the spice, but it's not overwhelming. But it's so good. It's so delicious. I highly suggest it. If you like it, hit like, hit follow, hit share. Cook with us next time. We'll see ya.